the Honorable Judge of the United States District Judge, and for the Central District of Oz, presiding. Please be seated.
I see that the jury has selected and seated. Will the courtroom deputy please swear in the jury?
Do each of you solemnly swear that you will well and truly try the issues in this cause between the plaintiff, Randy Cullen, and the defendant, Principal Mary Skinner, and to render a true verdict according to the evidence in the charge of this court, so help you God?
I do.
Plaintiff's counsel will now be presenting its opening statement. Mrs. Reed, call your first witness.
Your Honor, I would like to call my first witness, Mr. Randy Cullen.
Mr. Cullen, please come forward and be sworn.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do. Please be seated. Please state your full name and spell your last name.
Randy Cullen, C-U-L-L-E-N.
You may proceed.
Please state your age for the record and where you currently attend school.
I'm 18 years old and I'm a senior at Forks High School.
Please tell the court what you know about a group called the Fantastic that was formed last year at Forks High School.
Last year, we had a football program and we was a part of a drama program and at Forks High School, and the school board couldn't have the football program and the drama program in session, so we formed our own club and started and called ourselves the Fantastics. We decided to call ourselves. We specialize in vampire stories. We perform at events in the community and at our school.
Tell the court what happened the day of the talent show.
The play was a hit. Everyone laughed and clapped.
It sounds like a successful event. How did the trouble start?
We dressed up as vampires and we couldn't sit near windows in our classes and we drank bottles of blood with tomato juice.
Is there anyone in the courtroom who is dressed the way you were dressed that day?
Yes, all the members of the group, they're sitting there in the front room right now.
What got you into trouble?
Well, the trouble came after the talent show when we posted satirical or whatever word they poem criticizing Principal Skinner's decision to reject our application.
Tell me more about the poem that the principal had taken off the song.
I wrote a satirical poem about Principal's reaction to when my sister posted it on the school's Facebook page.
What is Facebook?
It's like MySpace or Facebook. Students from the school post pictures, school events, essays, and jokes.
Your Honor, may I approach the witness?
Yes, you may.
Showing you what's been marked for identification as exhibit number 1, do you recognize this?
Yes, this is the poem that my sister posted.
Your Honor, we offer exhibit number 1 as evidence.
Any objections?
No.
Exhibit 1 is received into evidence.
Mr. Cullen, please read it for us.
Sure. If the school smears the Fantastics with mud, we don't have to put up with that crud, and Principal Skinner won't be the winner. In her house is drenched in.
And what happened to your friend?
It was a joke when Principal Skinner called me in and told me that the Fantastics was a dangerous cult.
And what is it you are asking this court to do?
All I want is my First Amendment rights and freedom of speech.
Thank you, Mr. Cullen. Nothing further.
Does the defense counsel have any questions for this witness?
Yes, Your Honor.
You may inquire.
Did it Did it ever ever occurred to you that your actions in the classroom, in the cafeteria might disrupt the learning environment at school that day?
No, I thought people would laugh, and that's what they did.
Your Honor, may I approach this witness?
Yes, you may.
Mr. Cullen, I'm showing you what's been marked Exhibit 2, a warning on the Facebook webpage. You recognize that, huh?
Yes.
You've seen this policy on the use of the webpage many times, correct?
Yes.
Your Honor, we offer Exhibit 10 as
Any objections?
no objection.
Proceed.
Mr. Cullen, please read out the loud the part on the mark.
All material posted on the school Facebook page must be related to school activity, respectful and free of offensive language.
The fantastics were not a recognized group, correct?
So the principal said, but everyone else recognized us. They couldn't miss. We were active and legitimate.
However, the principal never recognized your group as an official school employee.
Unfortunately, that's right.
So, Mr. Cullen, your group's actions were not related to the school activity, right?
Well, we performed at the talent show.
Let's turn to your poem. Your poem ends with a blank for a missing word. The word is blood, isn't it?
Could be, or it could be drenched in a flood. Depends on the reader. Everyone knows she lives near the Grand Forks River, and it floods every year.
Your poem is disrespectful to the principal, isn't it?
I don't think it's disrespectful to make a harmless joke.
It certainly contains offensive language, doesn't it?
I guess it depends on what you call offensive.
Thank you, Mr. Cullen. No further questions.
Redirect.
Yes, very briefly. Mr. Cullen, on the day of the talent show, did any of the teachers reprimand you for your costumes or behavior?
No, in fact, they laughed along with everyone else.
No further questions.
Very well. Thank you, Mr. Collins. You may step down, counsel. Any other witnesses?
Yes, Your Honor, I would like to call my next witness, Mrs. Alex Swan.
Mrs. Swan, please come forward and be sworn.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Please be seated. Please state your full name, spell your last name.
Alex Swan, SWAN.
You may inquire.
Please state your age for the record and where you attend school.
I'm 16. I attended Forks High School.
Could you tell us what you do with the school Facebook page?
I'm the student monitor.
How did you come to serve as the student monitor?
Principal Skinner appointed me. It was my first year at the Forks High School. She thought an activity like this would help me get to know more of the students.
And what does the student monitor do?
I check the Facebook page every day during the hall to make sure that nobody put anything on the Facebook page that shouldn't.
How do you know if something should be on the page?
Like you said, it's on the webpage. Everything has to be about the school. It has to be respectful. In other words, to be offensive.
Your Honor, may I show this exhibit to the witness?
Go ahead.
Showing you exhibit 1, do you recognize this phone?
Yes, I saw it on the school's Facebook page.
What did you do as school monitor when you saw it on the school Facebook page?
I didn't do anything
Why not?
because I thought it was about the school club.
Why didn't you find this poem offensive?
I guess because it was obviously a big joke.
Did you leave it up there because you wanted to be in the group? What does Principal Skinner actions to your decisions to leave it on the webpage?
She was mad. I always thought Principal Skinner had a better sense of humor than me.
Excuse me?
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Swan. No further questions.
Does the defense counsel have any other questions for this witness?
Yes, Your Honor. Miss Swan, as you said, you are new to Forks High. Is that right?
Yes, I moved here about 6 weeks ago.
Is it true that you applied for membership in the Fantastics? But you haven't heard yet if you have been accepted?
Well, yes, but that doesn't have anything to do with anything.
Thank you, Ms. Wine, that's all.
Redirect.
None, Your Honor.
Very well, thank you. Mrs. Swan, you may step down and you may call your next witness.
Your Honor, I would like to call my first witness, Mr. Chris Black.
Mr. Chris Black, please come forward and be sworn.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Please be seated. Please state your full name, spelling your last name.
My name is Chris Black, B-L-A-C-K.
You may inquire.
For the record, please state your age and where you are.
I'm 18 years old and I attend Forks High School. Oh, Wolfpack. No. I'm 18 years old. I'm the kicker on the football team at Forks High School. Go Wolfpack.
Ooh. Mr. Black, we're happy for your football team, but please just answer the questions.
Sure, cool. Your Honor. No problem.
Were you in school on March 3rd of last year, the day of the talent show?
I was
What, if anything, unusual happened?
unusual. Unusual. Yeah, the so-called Fantastics took over the school. They interfered with our classes and slowed down the lunch line drinking their Bloody Mary skittles.
What did you do?
In the best interest of my team, I felt it was my job to report the principal's candidate. I suspected Philip.
Why did you report Mr. Cullen for what happened on the day of the talent show?
They disrupted class. My guys have to maintain grades to play on the team.
Please excuse the interruption, but at this time, I need all cheerleaders who tried out to report to the first office. All cheerleaders who tried out, please report to the first office. Thank you.
Did you have any other concerns when you decided to report the poem?
The guys threatened to suspend the poem in the club. I thought Mr. Perry needed to know about it.
No further questions, ma'am.
Does defense counsel plaintiff have any questions for this witness?
Yes, Your Honor. You have any reason not to like Mr. Randy Cullen?
He and his coach, fantastic friend.
Isn't it true that Mr. Cullen lobbied the school board to transfer money from the football religion to save the drama club?
That never happened. I was just Christmas serious.
Thank you, Mr. Black. No further questions.
Redirect.
No, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Blake. You may step down. Counsel, all the witnesses.
One more, Your Honor.
You may proceed in the room, counsel.
The defense calls Principal Miss Mary Skinner.
Ms. Mary Skins, please come forward and be sworn.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? I do.
Please be seated. Please state your full name, spell your last name.
Mary Skinner, Skinner.
Miss Skinner, what is your occupation?
I am the principal at Forks High School.
Are you familiar with a group of students called the Fantastics?
Very familiar.
How did you come to know the group?
The group was first brought to my attention by one of my students, Chris Black. He showed me the poem. He described the group to me, and I knew they were a cult.
What did you do?
I considered canceling the performance in the talent show, but it would cause further disruption, so I just let it go on.
What about the group's behavior that you described it as?
I have been trained to indicate and recognize co-associations and antisocial behavior.
Was there anything else to add to your sense of
Chris Black came to my office. He showed me the poem that Mr. Collins read for the court today. He showed me the poem, and I ordered Ms. Swan to take down that post and cancel all fantastic posting privileges.
Thank you, Principal Skinner. No further questions.
Does defense counsel for this plaintiff have any questions for this witness?
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Skinner, you indicated that you first became concerned about the plaintiff and his associates after Chris Black brought your attention to the poem on the webpage.
That's correct.
After speaking with Mr. Black, did you speak to any other teachers or staff to confirm these
Yes, I did.
actions? And did the teachers express the same degree of concern that you expressed today?
Unfortunately, they did not.
Isn't it true that Mr. Cullen and the other students in the drama club campaigned to win the votes on the school board?
There was such a campaign and such a proposal.
You opposed to the proposal, did you?
Yes, I did.
You have a quite football tradition at folks, don't you?
I am the team's biggest fan. We have three state championships, and their winnings make it easier for our students in school to get scholarships and help our academic excellence.
Is it possible that your decision in this matter was influenced by a football team's success in raising bad needs and attract scholarships that reflect well on the school academics right now?
My focus was and will always be on the safeguard and the security of the students under my charge.
You testified that you decided to remove Mr. Cullen's poem from the web page. You asked Ms. Swan to remove it. Can't you remove the material from the web page yourself?
No, I do not have an account.
To your knowledge, do any members of the faculty or staff have Facebook accounts?
Not that I know of.
Do you have any control over the content of this site?
I point to Ms. Swan and she reports back to me.
So you're saying a student is the only one who can access the page, therefore would be correct to call it a student right page?
Absolutely not. The school board has absolute editorial control. It carries the school mission statement, logo, and all public communications.
But the school cannot alter the page without Ms. Swan.
Ms. Swan has a very important role. We like to give all good students leadership opportunities.
Moving on. Do you think it was a good decision on your part to allow the school run website to be managed by one student alone, Ms. Swan?
I am a very busy person. I can't stay abreast of every changing Facebook technology. But I want to make one point clear that is very lost in this line of questioning. I do not discriminate against any of my students, whether they choose to throw a football or write a poem, but I still have to maintain order.
Thank you, Principal Skinner. No further questions.
Thank you, Principal Skinner. You may step down. Counsel, you may call your next witness.
I have no further witnesses here.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we're going to take a 5-minute break. And when we return, we will hear the parties' closing arguments. You will then be provided with some instructions.
All rise. The court will be in recess.